Back with more Angel. This is episode 5 of season 3. Very excited to jump back into the show, so what's going to happen next. Really liking, for the most part, this season so far. I think we're off to a really stellar start. First 3 episodes I really loved. The last episode was interesting, but we'll move swiftly on, and I'm really liking, you know, the group of characters we have. They've explored some really interesting stuff this season so far, and obviously last episode ended off with Angel finding out Buffy was still alive, and I'm very excited to see kind of how Angel dealt with the meeting. We've kind of got a glimpse of how Buffy felt afterwards, while we didn't actually get to see the meeting itself. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with that, and how the season's going to progress, and, you know, I think it's going to escalate in terms of, like, our villains with, like, Lila and Wolfram and Hart. I imagine are still going to be, you know, big players. So we also have the whole thing with Darla going on as well. Is she going to come into the fold yet? I don't know, because episode 5 was kind of big last season in terms of the Darla plot. Is that going to be the same again? I don't know, but I'm very excited to find out. So either way, very excited to continue with the season, and let's get into the next one.
My gypsy curse sometimes prevent me from seeing the truth. Oh, Buffy.
I love you so much I almost forgot to brood.
Angel.
Jesus
Send you to
Christ.
hell that one time. Just
Kiss me.
bite me.
I want you both.
Angel's, yeah, he's going to be there. Oopsie!
The curiosity's gonna kill me.
Oh no, wouldn't want that.
Personally, I don't care at all what happened. Shut up, Fred.
Oi!
Actually, you want to get some ice cream?
There.
I like ice cream.
Same! Can I come?
We'll never ever know. It gets lead lives in mysterious sewage while I'm just plain old boring old Fred.
Boring.
Boring, yeah.
That's not a word I'd use for you.
Bye then.
Oops. Well,
You know, back in my days as a rogue demon hunter, I once used that very spin.
what's a rogue demon?
Down, and he couldn't locate her.
He said she was staying here, in your hotel.
Her name is Winifred Burke.
Oh, shit!
Call her Fred.
Oh, God. Does she not want them to think she's crazy or something? Crazy!
What does this mean? It's just crazy.
Crazy.
Sorry than we thought. So what's she running from?
They're demons! They're evil! They're vampires! They're... I don't know why my mind went... They're monkeys! I don't think that's what it is. Oh, look at her.
What do we know about Fred?
She's a cinnamon roll?
About the tacos.
Is it time?
Not yet.
Mr. and Mrs.
Time for what?
We're gonna try.
Figures. Right when Judge Judy's about to lay the smack down. I'm coming. I'm not dead, you know.
Oopsie.
Oh, Fred, it's you. The bar's closed. Good seeing you. It's been fun. Bye-bye.
Row, row, row your boat.
Turn the sirens down a notch, would you?
Oh,
All that fear and panic's blowing out my fuses.
now this is a pairing I'm absolutely here for.
Yeah, you are in a bad place, aren't you, doll? You thought you could outrun them. You know what your problem is?
Nothing.
Strong enough.
Does Fred come to the library often? Every afternoon I'd pick her up there after my rounds.
Oh, a doctor. No wonder Fred's so smart.
I drive a school bus.
Oh. Well, I've actually never...
It strikes me a little odd. A physicist working for a detective agency.
You strike me a little odd too,
Fred
buddy.
said.
Nothing to be afraid of. What? No. You?
Good signal down there, apparently. What's following you?
I'll meet you there. Well, isn't this a lovely surprise?
He's surprised. He and Angel do monster movies together. Right, Lauren?
No.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Some detectives. You have no idea where our daughter is, do you?
Do you?
I have a heart. Granted, it's located in my left butt cheek, but it's still a heart. And that heart is broken.
Oh.
I mean, why is it no one ever cares about my destiny?
No, someplace I've never been. No money.
Look at her with a big backpack.
He is high.
It was just a story with monsters, not real. Not in the world, but if you're here and you see me, then it's real. And it did happen.
Aww.
You see what they made of me. I didn't mean to get so lost.
Oh, honey, it doesn't matter what they did to you.
Mommy.
Oh, we're...
Aww.
I'm sorry.
You are safe now.
What the fuck?
Tell me that's something from the movie.
No, that's something that's gonna grow up.
That looks far too much like a fucking praying mantis.
I'll tell you what, if we don't end up dying.
Well,
Here!
at least the parents aren't evil. That's something. This scene seems really different now from the way it's shot. It feels like a movie. Oh! Yeah! That would be me. You leave her alone. Oh! Wow. That bus did not want to be fucking late. Who's in it? Oh yeah, she drives buses. Well done.
Oh, she hadn't brought that thing out again. Gives me the willies.
Don't be silly, Trish. It's just a severed head.
Thanks, Cordelia. Next up, multiple stab rooms. Angel!
Oh, that's my turn.
What a dork. Angel's the champion, and Wesley's the brains of the operation, and Gun's the muscle, and Cordy's the heart,
Oh.
and I'm...
The glue!
The key to my soul.
Bob Hope Desert Classic. Alright.
I want to go home.
Oh. Oh.
I think I should go home where it's quiet and safe and
No!
monsters don't eat your family.
I refuse.
Cautiously happy, relieved and worried at the same time, slightly nauseous while still being hopeful.
Same.
And that about covers it.
Just like in a fairy tale. A handsome man rode up on a horse and
Guardian angel.
Fred made this.
Cool, eh? You think it's some sort of mechanized weapon, possibly influenced by the medieval catapult, designed for serious to fatal wounding, if not outright decapitation.
Or it makes toast.
Or it makes toast.
If she's leaving, I'm gonna be so pissed. Oh. No. Surely that thing she made is going to play a role in something.
just gonna miss him. Turn the car around now! In a really weird way, you know who I miss. They weren't just nice, Angel. They were...
Parents. We loved her,
Aww.
supported her. Didn't grind her down into a tiny, self-conscious nub with their constant berating.
Where's the...
Never-ending tirade of debasement and scorn and...
Angel killed his, if that helps. Oh! Why'd you even keep that head? Jesus.
She was just this nice, quiet, kind of crazy.
Crazy.
I found that soothing.
And what? I'm not soothing? I can be soothing. I could soothe your ass off, pal.
Plus, she was pretty
Oh.
handy with a 5-iron.
I'm glad she's gone. It's gonna be a load off not having to worry about
Alright.
crazy taco lady anymore.
How dare you?
She'll come back to visit.
Do you really think she'll come back and visit?
Oh,
We're so
what
amazing.
the? Well, that was dramatic.
Who's helping me here?
I am.
Yes! Oh, yeah. Well, bye.
It must have laid its eggs in the Dursler's head, which would explain the Dursler coming up out of the sewer. Because, I mean, wouldn't you be a little crazy if you had eggs in your head? I know I was.
Crazy.
Well, I'm not normal anymore.
Good. No one was boring.
I belong here. Unless I don't, which, if y'all don't want to
You do.
with me, I completely understand.
Let's put it to a vote, shall we? All in favour, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Good. You're staying.
And you, I know
Aw.
he was a
Grothnard demon, you knew that?
If you do it vertically, you gonna get those ugly drops.
Now, boy,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any fighting over there.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I kind of want the parents to join the gang. Symbolism. Okay, I adored that episode. That was so good. It was Fred centric, so I think I was gonna love it come what may. If she left, I'd have been like, "How dare you do this to me?" But she didn't, so that's good. I really did enjoy the focus on her and a bit, a glimpse into her past and how much she's changed since being in Pylia. And beginning to move on as well at the end, like painting over the walls in her room. I loved everyone kind of helping out with that as well, and her parents helping out, and Angel and everyone helping as well. Very wholesome stuff with that. I did really enjoy really allowing Fred to, develop as a character, Accepting who she is now, I think, is a really nice step for her. So I'd hate her to just feel self-conscious about not being normal. And I'm glad she's kind of really accepting that things have changed and that's just how it's going to be now. But at the same time, she can let go of the tragedy of what happened as opposed to some of the changes. I think she's trying to see the whole experience in Pylia in the best possible positive light she can. And yeah, she's kind of had this whole story on her wall. And it wasn't exactly a happy ending for her, I guess. She was kind of, the princess was still struggling, but now she's kind of painted over it all. It's a chance to kind of start again. I really liked the symbolism behind her painting over everything and her being the one herself to actually paint over the picture of her and Angel on the horse as well. And I think that's kind of letting go of those feelings for Angel slightly, which makes sense given the last episode as well. So yeah, I really did enjoy that whole kind of metaphor for Fred moving on and letting go of what happened. I really loved the focus on her in this episode. She's so wholesome. She's a cinnamon roll. I adore her. I'm so glad she's sticking around. I'm in love, basically. I did really enjoy the introduction of her parents as well. There was the whole bit when it's like, is it time? Not yet, or something. That seems a bit dodgy. I felt like they just put that in to make us maybe suspect the parents. I don't know if that actually makes sense in context, but who cares? I really actually liked the fact that they were just like normal people who wanted the best for their daughter and just loved her. I thought that was really nice. It's cool that they weren't like evil or wanting to take her away or lock her up or anything. So that was a really nice kind of twist on what might have been done in a lot of shows. So I really loved that. That was so good. And also having Fred's parents around kind of gave us more of a glimpse of who Fred used to be. And it allowed her to kind of open up about, just how much Pylia had affected her truly. And she was getting by believing, that it was just a story about what happened to someone that she wrote on her wall. But actually seeing her parents and facing her reality again and facing how her life used to be, she had to accept that this story that she was kind of making up in her head to get by was actually real and did actually happen to her, and she was kind of having to like deal with the consequences of and those changes in her life. I really liked that. It's a surprisingly kind of deep and emotional thing, considering Fred's been often used for more like hide and comedic kind of stuff so far. So I did really like that aspect of things, and just the whole focus on Fred and moving on and the parents and everything. It was just done so well. And I think the actors playing the parents did a great job. I really took to them. I'd love to see them again. Kind of like Cordelia was saying. I loved that scene with Angel, Cordelia, Wesley and Gunn, where they would talk about missing Fred, obviously, and Cordelia was kind of making a big deal over... She wouldn't miss Fred, even though we knew she did. But at the same time, Cordelia was like, I'm going to miss their parents. And they just kind of all opened up and was like, they were just parents who loved their kid. And they kind of all seemed to have missed out on that. And Wesley even kind of really getting that point across with what his dad did to him, which is we've kind of seen a lot of already, and I'm glad they kind of brought that up again. And just seeing how all of them kind of have fractured relationships with their parents is really interesting. And I really liked how they kind of used Fred and her relationship with her parents to kind of put a spotlight on other characters as well. That was done so well, very organically as well. I'd love to learn more about the situation with Gunn's parents. I imagine we got quite a bit in the episode where his sister died. I feel like there's probably something there that I've just forgotten because it was so long ago. It'd be cool to kind of explore that a bit more, but I think all of the gang had a really nice, you know, interactions and moments to shine. I liked Cordelia and Wesley doing their Buffy and Angel impression. That was very good. And then Angel walked in. It was cool to see a bit of Angel's state of mind. He doesn't want to talk about the meeting with Buffy either. So it's kind of an interesting mystery of what really went down there. And Cordelia being desperate to know. That was very funny and very in keeping with her. So while it was very Fred focused, I think all the rest of the gang did get like moments to shine and some funny lines and things like that. And that scene with them talking about, you know, parents just loving their kids and, you know, the fact that they didn't really have that. Really nice scene. That was really well done. And Lorne as well, I loved his little moments. The pairing of him and Fred, I could have watched a whole episode of just those two. Hopefully we get more of that. I think that was a really nice pairing. I like that they're still kind of reeling from the after effects of the previous episode. No, the 2 episodes ago I think it was actually. When obviously his bar still a bit of a state. I liked kind of dealing with that consequence. And things aren't back to normal for him yet, but he was still willing to help Fred and he was still willing to help Angel as well. Because he's a very good person. And I love the interactions of Fred kind of opening up and seeing to Lorne, kind of, she understands how he works, and he was kind of really sweet with her and wanting to help her. That was really nice. I love that interaction. I like Lorne. That's not a surprise to anyone either. So I loved that scene. I'm kind of craving another Lorne-centric episode now. But we've got a Fred-centric one. Yes! And yeah, the demons as well, the design of like weird bug demons. I actually thought they looked really cool. It was a very interesting design. I liked the idea of like this being this hive and laying eggs in this severed head, and the fight scene with them was really cool when the mum ran one over with the bus. So that was really cool and nicely set up before, which seemed to be like a throwaway gag where Cordelia thought the mum was a doctor, but she's actually a bus driver, which is also a valid occupation. And she fucking proved it. She fucking rammed a demon down. Iconic. I loved her. Really did like Fred's parents a lot. There was just so much warmth to them. And I was scared it was going to be like a ruse and they were just going to be evil. But they are just genuinely like warm and loving people who missed their daughter for 5 years. So that was very wholesome. And yeah, kind of Fred's dad having that connection with Angel about sports and stuff. That was really cool. Cordelia had a few moments with Fred's mum, and just seeing how they were all like, once Fred had like left, they were kind of saying what they were going to miss about her and everything, and the fact that Fred was so self-conscious about not really having a place in the group. She was kind of listing, oh, this is what they do, this is what they do. She felt like she didn't have a place, but she's kind of found one now. She's kind of a mix of lots of different aspects of everyone, I think, which is really cool. I love just seeing her kind of find her place, find her destiny. It's not the destiny that she would have had Pylia not happened to her, but that's how it was, and that's what her destiny is now, and she's accepting that. That was kind of a big deal with this episode that I really loved and appreciated. And that's basically all I have to say about this episode, because I feel like we only really had that long one long plot, I guess. And I think it worked superbly. I really loved it. I love the focus on Fred. I love that she's sticking around. She's kind of letting go of what happened to her in Pylia. She's going to be moving forward, just accepting who she is now. we got a bit of like the Angel and Buffy kind of meeting aftermath with him at the start. Fred's parents were so wholesome. I loved them. I thought the design of the demons and stuff looked really cool. I liked the battle sequences we got with them. And yeah, Cordelia, Wesley and Gunn also got some really nice moments to shine. Particularly the scene they talked about, parents. And just their sweet kind of goodbyes with Fred and instantly like welcoming her back when she like asked to stay. Everyone got a great moment, and I loved Lorne and his scenes as well. But yeah, Fred-centric episode, loved it. She's a cinnamon roll. I'm glad she's going to be properly part of the team. She's found that place. And just a fantastic episode from start to finish. I absolutely loved it. Definitely a step up from the last episode, which I wasn't as big of a fan of. But season 3 has just been so good so far. And yeah, more Fred-centric ones, please. This was a fantastic episode. I absolutely loved it. And yeah, that's kind of all I have to say really, because I don't feel like there's many different like plot aspects to talk about. It's kind of just one long story, which I really loved. So yeah, fantastic episode. Absolutely adored it. Looking forward to seeing where we're going to go in the future. We still have the Darla thing going on. There's going to be more from Wolf from the Heart, I'm sure. I'd love to explore the events of the last episode with Lila kind of being seduced by Angel. And if that's going to have like a bit of an impact, or at least like a mention, I think that'd be really cool. So I'd love to see all those elements kind of come back into the fold now that we're 5 episodes in and all the characters like firmly established. Fred is officially part of the gang. Hopefully we can kickstart like a big plot for the rest of the season now. So yeah, fantastic episode. My next reaction will be to the next episode of Angel, so episode 6. And yeah, I love this episode so much. Until my next reaction, thanks for watching.